How dare I, you old cabbage cruncher? He dares, how do you say it? He who dares wins. That's how. And partly because you've been dragging my children up the wrong fucking path, at least in part. So, that's how. I'm not saying it's going to be a complete turnaround. That is part of the journey. It's, you know what? Cosmic growth balls for everyone, for the whole community. So it's not like we're singling anyone out. We're just handing out the rope and seeing what you do with it. It's fair, like everybody wanted. That's not fair. Well, this is. We're just sitting back, you know, like a teacher does. What's it called? Student-led education, I think. So it's not a new thing. It's been going on for some time. I tried to give you all the information, but I didn't get an awful lot of, you know, I know what we got out of it anyway. So that's how we dare. And like I said before, it's now the air age and we are being guided by our spirit guides. Now, we're all being moved around and some of them might have slightly different intentions to the others. Like, do you know what? Some of your people might have, I don't know, different ideas about what they want doing. But it's about an evening out. It's not entirely a right or wrong thing, apart from the fact my children have been misled in part, as far as I understand it. My daughter's staring at a blank wall, a blank white wall. There's an awful lot more to be learnt, really, which you are holding her back from learning, which I think even under the Human Rights Act is considered abusive, I think. Not to put too fine a term on it. Learning about her family heritage. Same goes for me. It might be part of an experiment, but it also, do you know what? I don't think it's right, to be honest. Things being withheld from me. Well, that's part of the journey in itself, isn't it? I don't know. Maybe it evens things out a bit. Maybe it does. Maybe it does. Although, like I say, the spirit guides are up there. I know who's moving some of us around and who's in control. Like, you know what? We had a class system within our own what, Vinny? Within our own, what's the right word? Family. The Romany family have their own, what's the word? Hierarchy. So they'll be working things through from the upper toppers, moving us around down here like little string puppets. You know how it works. You've had a play with the old puppets down here. So you know how it does work. And you have talked to the upstairs people too, as I'm calling them, the spirits. So you know you can do it. So don't be giving me all that how dare she bullshit and like she's psychotic, because you're just making yourself look like a twat. That's a short way of saying it. That's how I dare. You're not being inclusive. You're trying to exclude me. And it's pissing me off. Really. You didn't want to listen to what I had to say. You didn't even want to discuss it or explore it. You just came in bullshitting things around. So that's also how I dare. You've given me permission. You've given me space to do it. Throw your parts around all you want. Throw them every direction you like. I am directing this at specific one person as it goes at the moment. But anyone can take out of it what they want to. Mrs. How dare she? She's a whole month older than me, so she thinks she rules over the palace. She has no fucking idea what... She's not going about things the right way. I might not be either, but do you know what? This is how we're doing it. This is how it's being done. With string and bones. How dare she? How dare she? How dare she not give me space to speak? And, you know, she's withholding information. How dare she? So I'm going to do the same thing. How dare I? She's given me permission. It's equal rights time. You want to learn? You sit down and shut up. That's what happens in class, isn't it? To a point. We get to ask questions. We get to explore things together. But I'm not saying I know everything. At all. By any stretch. I know what I know. I was trying to teach you. You didn't want to listen. That's not my problem. Like I say, I'm not getting paid to teach you. Teaching my children, though, was what I was here for. But it takes a village to take a child. And whilst they've been out of my clutches, they've been learning new things, which is going to be useful for the upstairs people. This is why they're moving them around. Do you know what? A broad range of education. That's why I'm sitting back. I've been sat on here. That's how it's done. Part of my job. I'll be learning. I'm old enough now to learn things for myself to a degree. I'll be shuffled around, told bits and pieces, and then spilling them out to you. That's what they want to be done. Like I said, I am the radio. It's Radio Gaga. Radio Gaga, I suppose. Equal opportunities learning experience. Other cultures have got it under the thumb. Actually, well, yes, I mean, they have got a lot of their practice, but some people are still learning new things, aren't they? I know this to be true. Like, different things are being taught to different cultures by different cultures. I know it's going on. So do you know what, Mrs. You know who? You want to be in with a party? I know you're in with a Illuminati party because I've seen you skyriding. So that's your choice. I don't think it's on the fucking big table that you know everything, because you don't know what's going on under the table. Because I can see what's going on under the table from down here. I mean to say I know what's going on over the table. But that's because I sit with some people. No, it's useful to have me not sitting there with a fucking mallet. Because I'll be running up there, jumping off the table and taking off all your heads. And that's not really going to go in anyone's favour. No one at all. Especially mine. So do you know what? Some people do know what they're doing. I think I have to put my trust in that. Like I said there, I was trying to be nice when I said the Blue Bird of Freedom on Pan's fucking door offers a certain amount of protection to everybody. Because it means God isn't going to be too judgmental of anyone. Nothing is completely sinful with Pan at the gate. That it's still going to be learning if we're going through the whole do no harm to others thing. And we want a unity and a unified, what's the word? Society. We're going to have to do a little bit of Groundhog Day, I think. Oh shit, the nut box has gone in the pond. I'm going to shoot. I'm going to shoot off for a bit. How dare I? Do you know what? How about you start thinking things through before you speak?